Hey, what's going on, people? So Nottingham Forest have reached an agreement with Mainz to sign defender Moussa Niakhaté on a 3-year contract. Forest are expected to pay an initial 10 million euros up front with an additional 5 million euros in add-ons. It's been reported that Niakhaté has already undergone his medical earlier today and will be officially announced prior to attending Forest's pre-season training camp in Spain. It's been a busy start to the window for Forest, with this being their 4th signing and another couple expected prior to the deadline. You can check out my videos on the previous 3 incomings via my channel pages if you're interested. For those unaware, Niakhaté has had to fight tooth and nail in order to get where he is today. He spent 7 years in Lille's academy side before being released at the age of 15. Devastated by this, he had no choice but to drop down a couple of divisions before finally joining Valenciennes at 17. Instead of being thrown into their first team, he had to spend 2.5 seasons playing for their B side, who ply their trade in the 5th division of French football, which is pretty fucking low. Eventually, he did get to feature in the main squad and spent a couple of years playing in Ligue 2 before catching the attention of top flight side Metz, who unfortunately finished rock bottom in the one season Niakhaté was with the club. Despite being surrounded by absolute shite, he impressed enough for German club Mainz to sign him up, which is where he's been for the last 4 seasons, becoming their captain along the way and helping them finish 8th in the Bundesliga during the last campaign. A special achievement given sides like Europa League winners Eintracht Frankfurt ended up in 11th place. This is precisely why Mainz were demanding a higher fee and negotiations dragged on for weeks. Unfortunately for Mainz, the man had only 1 year left on his contract, so they couldn't risk playing hardball and losing him for free. In terms of Niakhaté, the guy is a leader in every sense of the word, and his commanding as well as vocal presence is exactly what's required in the spine of a young side in need of characters and experience. Arriving at 26 years of age, he's just about entering the prime of his career as a centre-half and is likely to get even better under a quality coach like Steve Cooper, who seems to improve pretty much every player he takes under his wing. While the Bundesliga can't match the Prem for physicality or tactical nous, it's heartening to know that Niakhaté has a fair amount of top flight experience under his belt, something that can't be said for other members of Forest's side. He's made of steel and has made 135 appearances across all competitions in a mere 4 years, a valuable trait to have in an increasingly condensed footballing calendar. Regarding his style of play, Niakhaté is a left-footed centre-back who is also capable of featuring as a left-back should circumstances deem it necessary. He generally operates as the left central defender in a back 4, but is equally adept at playing in the same position in a back 3. One of the primary reasons he's so highly sought after is his technical ability in possession. Being able to accurately produce long passes has often proved critical in helping his team advance through the thirds and finding themselves in key areas during attacking transitions. Additionally, instead of shitting himself and aimlessly booting it up when under pressure, Niakhaté has the composure to play a progressive pass to a teammate which splits the opposition press and gives the man in possession space to run into. In what will be music to the ears of Forest supporters, Niakhaté has also formed a decent connection with Teo Awoniyi when the Nigerian was on loan to Mainz, as the latter got on the end of well-timed and weighted passes on the left side at half space and took a touch before turning and running in behind. Furthermore, the bloke is a fucking mountain of a man at 6'3" and likes to get stuck in, so opposition forwards can expect a good kicking every time they come up against him. You'll find him pushing higher up the pitch to apply pressure to forwards who like dropping into midfield and creating play. Harry Kane's ankles beware. This appears to be a highly defined role out of possession and prevents strikers from having any sort of time or space, which will frustrate the life out of them. Niakhaté loves a defensive duel as well, attempting 56 tackles last season and winning 41 of them. He's also made 42 interceptions and 52 blocks, numbers which are far superior to his counterparts. There are, however, some downsides to his game. In certain matches, he lets the occasion get the better of him and makes rash challenges while already on a booking. Do that away against a rival in a partisan atmosphere and you're asking for trouble with English referees, who won't hesitate to send him off. He isn't particularly good at carrying the ball out of defense either. He looks to release possession quickly but finds himself in awkward positions when there's no teammates to pass to. He's also unlikely to get much exposure at international level as a Frenchman, given the unprecedented amount of players they have coming through in his position, something which generally takes a player's game to a whole new level. Overall, however, this is a great move and one that I'm pleasantly surprised to see Forest making. The scouting department are earning their coin thus far, and it's quite clear that Niakhaté has been the #1 target since the window opened up. It won't be easy to build chemistry with so many changes in personnel, which is precisely why it's important to get business done early to try and get them to gel prior to competitive football starting. Neco Williams looks to be the next one in, and I'll be sure to do a breakdown once that appears to be imminent. Cheers for tuning in as always, guys. Do like the video if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you want more footballing content. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I am so excited by what Forest are doing. Instead of going for the safe players who have Premier League experience, they're taking a bit of a gamble by going after quality individuals who could very much help them become mainstays in the Prem for the foreseeable future. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and I hope all of you have a great day. Peace.